going, everybody? It's BJ for Pete_J on YouTube, PJ Play on Twitch, and we are in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Getting back to a title that I love, and I'm trying to get back into it, but I'm trying to find a new way to play. A good friend of the stream, Roger Maxted, planted a little seed, gave me an idea for another way to play. Challenge yourself to picking up cars in the showroom, and that's fun. He did mention that in order to do that, you might have to kind of mess with your save file, which I'm not comfortable with just yet. So it's out there. It's in the hopper. I'm not saying we're going to see it tomorrow, but you may see it before too long. So just like to thank Roger Maxted and an extended invitation. If anybody else out there has other ways that they play to try and keep the game fresh, always interested in hearing from you. So let me know. Drop a comment, and I would appreciate it. If you're coming back and you enjoy the videos, I appreciate you coming back. Give me a like if you enjoy the video, and hopefully you will. I work hard to hopefully provide some entertainment. A subscribe would be a great help, and a follow as well. So thank you so much, and let's get into this. So I've been kind of got burnt out doing the story missions and the repair work. It seems to be kind of gets a little repetitive over time. So I thought what I would start to do, I had 90,000 credits, I think 95,000 credits. So I wound up going to a couple of barns, and I picked up a couple of cars. We got this one here, kind of a El Camino looking thing. And then this one, which is kind of a Corvette looking thing. All I've done so far to the Corvette was I put it in the car wash, and I got the interior detailed. And if you look at they're pretty clean looking. They're not bad looking at all. So I thought what I would do is I would do a rehab. I just rebuild it. Actually, maybe with the Corvette, if we can do a swap option, maybe we will do that. Yeah, we could do a swap option. So maybe we will swap it out. I don't know. At first, it was just kind of go through and rehab them. I've never actually sold. I don't think I've sold a rehab in 2021 yet. Like I say, I've been focused mostly on doing the jobs. Car auction. I don't know if you can you sell at the car auction, because in 2018 you could buy at the car auction, but I don't think you could sell. But anyway, we'll figure it out. That's the whole point is. What I'm doing is I'm going to fix these up, and then I'm going to try and sell them, and we'll go through the process. This one, again, what I did do was last episode, I rebuilt the suspension and the brakes. So we've got a rebuilt suspension and brakes back here. We did do the fuel tank and the fuel pump. So as far as the fuel system in the back here is done, we've taken care of that. We've rebuilt and we try to use as many rehab parts as we can. We did the exhaust system as well. So that's how that worked. And as you can see, it's kind of, everything's in pristine shape. So what we're going to do this time is we're not going to open that up. We're going to hit the escape key. And we're going to come over here. We're going to drop this back down. I've pulled the engine, which is an inline 6. This vehicle, we have also washed it, and we've detailed the interior. As you can see, there's no engine. But I believe there's other stuff in here that we have to removicate. Yeah, I was going to say. I didn't pull these, which I was trying to clean out the engine compartment and get everything taken care of. You can see this fuse box is pretty dusted. We'll take a look at this, but the goal now is to get everything in the engine compartment taken care of, and then we're gonna run it over to paint, I think. So let's see what we did here. 22%, 23%. There is no electric bench, so I think if we could fix them, it would still be the standard bench, right? 22%. Let's go see. if we come over here to the repair table, yeah, 22%. It's going to cost us 4 credits. Nailed it. Another 6 credits. That gets us to 10. Oh, missed that. Make it 16 because I wasted some. Alright, 16 credits. Should have cost us 10, but I... like I say, that... Enter. Okay. And then, of course, there's nothing over here. Is this... Repair table parts? Yeah, it's just the same. I think it's just the same. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we have everything we need. Actually, what we're going to do now is we're going to go shopping. 52, 51. And we need a fuse box base B, but we need a cover. Fuse box cover B. So let's go shopping now. Everybody's learning how. Come on and do some shopping with me. Okay, 30 credits. We'll get that for 25. How many did we need? If this right here. We only needed 1? Okay. Yeah, okay. Alright. 1. They resell for 30, but we're going to pick it up for 25. Good customer discount. Relay B is another 30, but that's another 25 for us. Boop, boop, boop. There. We need 2 type A's. Those are 30. That'll be 50. Medium fuse, 10 credits. We'll get it for 8. And I'm not 100% positivo that we needed 2 of them. I'm in my head a little bit. Sorry about that, folks. Let me get out of my head. All right. Yeah, so we just need to... We'll put it back together and reinstall it. 10 credits. We only needed 1 of those. Right? Blow that up. Yeah, we needed 1. What I was just... It just occurred to me is that this may not be all of it. Some may be missing some parts. But fuse box cover, right? Fuse box base A, base B. We need cover B. 51 credits. Are you kidding me? It lists for 60. Holy cow. It's just a piece of plastic to cover the... Let's put this back and we'll reinstall this. That way we don't have to... Or should we put the engine back in before we do this? Well, we're here now, so let's do it. There's that. All right. Relay type C. Hundo. Type B. Type A. Another type A. I should have gotten 2 type A's. This one's only 51%. And I thought we said in for a penny, in for a pound, right? Might as well, right? Bite the bullet. There it is. $250s, $100, and a 70. Put the cover back on. There she is. Okay, so fuse box. She is a done. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of stuff. All we've got is an engine. So once we get the engine done, but before I do that, I want to empty out my inventory. We need those 2 things. The rest of this stuff is all junk. And we know it's junk because we've gone to the repair table and they're telling us we have nothing. So now correct me if I'm wrong, but that's junk, right? There's not going to come a time where I'll be, something else will happen and all of a sudden something that is no good will wind up being fixable, right? I mean, that's just junk. Scrap. because that's the thing, is you can use these parts, not all of them, and I don't think, I mean, obviously it's not a one-for-one thing. Some parts you get more and some parts you get less, but you could take them over to the scrap section and you can just kind of tweak some parts, get a little bit better performance out of them. Not major or anything. Again, this is another thing that I have not done too much of, which I would like to experience a little bit more of. So that's why all of this is going into scrap, because at some point, now that we've got the drag race DLC, we may be using that scrap to kind of just tweak. And I think that's it. I think it's just a tweak. It's not like you're going to get massive stuff out of it, but I think that will help us in the drag race. So we're going to hold on to the stuff that's scrap. Now we're going to take care of this engine. Oops, sorry, I got hooked up on the Corvette. And what we want to do is we're going to break it down, take it over to the bench, and fix it. What I didn't do last time, and I got to remember this, is I do have good parts. I have parts that I've fixed sitting in that storeroom. And so a lot of the stuff that I bought, it's upside down, Pete. I'm like, what am I looking at here? What is happening here? It's upside down, and I should know that because I'm the one who turned it upside down. Yeah, let me show you what I'm talking about. So this here area here, like I said, if you go in here and I go to, I have good parts. So I may have been able to find some of the stuff I needed in here. I don't think I bought wheel hubs. I think we were able to fix those, but you get what I'm saying. I could have found some of the stuff I needed in here. Could have saved myself a little bit of money. So I got to remember that. I got some high pro parts too. 4-barrel carburetor, round air filter, 1 carb. That might go on our inline 6. What does it say? Air filter I6B. So we're going to pull this apart, and then we're going to take all of the parts over to the bench. We'll see what we can fix, and we will fix what we can, and we will replace what we can't. But before we just go, y'all ever watch not the Simpsons? I get them all confused. Y'all ever watch the Flintstones? Who remembers the Flintstones? Come on. Come on. Gotta be an oldie but a goodie to remember the Flintstones. But Wilma used to do that. Betty and Wilma, they go, charge it! And that's kind of what I feel like I did. I just went, charge it! And I went and bought all the stuff I needed when I should have slowed down, taken a look at my what I got in my inventory, and I could have possibly gotten away with spending a little less money. And that's the whole point, is to try and do the best job you can, spending the least amount of money. We can get that. Yeah, so that's what we did, and I'm going to try and make sure that moving forward I do that, but the game makes it so easy to just purchase, you know, that it's like you could literally under the car and go, I need this part, and just, you know, you can get it. So you got to be careful though. Like I say, the whole point is to try and do it as cost effectively as possible. So, and then once we get this rebuilt, we're going to take it over to we'll take it over to the dyno. I want to make sure I get the wheels aligned so that we're in good shape. And like I said, I'm not 100% positive if you can sell in the auction, or if the auction is still just buy only. And if that's the case, then we will have to just sell it. I think there's just a button on the thing that says sell this car, and I think we can do that. I kind of wish there was kind of hoping there is you can sell it at auction. It would be kind of cool to see people, you know, bidding Even though, you know, it's not real. I mean, people aren't really bidding. It's just a computer bidding. But it would be kind of cool to see where people's tastes are at. I don't have to worry about oil because there's no oil pan, so I don't have to worry about oil. But as I stated before, I know 2018 had an auction, but it was for sales only. For purchase only, not sales. I'm sorry. So the first thing we want to do is take this apart, and then we'll go from there. Yeah. So once we get the wheels aligned, we'll get it. I want to take it over to the paint shop, and since it's white, it's going to be really nice because we'll be able to kind of go through. I believe they call it liveries. You know, we used to call it like effects, paint. You know, paint effects. Graphics kind of thing on the side. So we'll take a look and see what they have in the way, and because it's white, it should show up really nicely, so we'll be able to get a good look. I don't know if I'm going to decorate it. I definitely don't feel like I want to leave it white. So if we don't find like some kind of graphics that we want to put on it, I may just go with another different solid color. I keep thinking black, but I think that's kind of a cop-out, isn't it? Aren't there too many black El Caminos out there? What would be a good stock color? I was never a big kind of El Camino guy, so I'm not 100% what would make good color for that. Let me know. Leave me drop me a note in the comment section. Let me know if you have a preference. What about, why do I want to say like a Dayglow green? Make it like a summer beach ride or something. Dayglow green, Dayglow orange kind of thing. Yeah, that might sell. That might sell. Get the kids to, you know, they can throw their surfboard in the back and head to the beach and, you know, all that good stuff. I could see that. A little hibachi back there or whatever. I don't know if it has like beach type graphics on it. I don't think it is. I don't think it's color dependent either. I think the liveries are the liveries, so you can step through all of them, and that's what you have. I think there are different ones for different vehicles, but I don't think it's like, okay, this vehicle, this color, you'll get these graphics, and this vehicle with this color gets those. I don't think it's that infinite. It's just kind of, this vehicle gets these, this vehicle gets those. All right, so we're getting close here being done with the tear down. Then we'll go over to our repair table, and we'll see what can we fix and what can't we. Actually, going back over the going through the storage, I realized, you know, we don't have too many good parts in the good parts. I thought we had more than that, but we don't, so it may not be as big a help as I thought it was going to be. But still, good practice to get into checking, right? What am I missing here? Oh. How could I miss that? All right. Okay. Flywheel, now we should get the crank out. And now the block. All right, so we are now carrying all of our parts with us. Here they are. This is our engine laid out before us. Bad crank, clutch pressure plate, camshaft. We got some bad rings. Well, rod caps. Everything's about 20. I'm looking for reds, but rod cap at 26%, 21. Those aren't great either. So 17%. So that's orange, but it probably should be red. Okay, let's take it over to the table. Let's see what we can do with it. All right. Oh, we got 4 pages worth. I think that's going to be quite a bit, huh? No, I don't see any pistons, though. Or con rods. Sorry, I jumped into that one. Didn't see how much it was. But we got the ignition coil. 13 credits. Another 10. 23 credits for the ignition coil. Clip B. Oh, wait. It should be over there. Fuel pump. 15%. We're going to get it for 7 credits. There we go. Carburetor I6B. 12 credits. And another 10. So 22 credits to rebuild the carb. Got that. Exhaust manifold. I6B. 4 credits. And another 5 will be 9. 9 credits to, what would you say, clean up the exhaust manifold? And another 4 credits, so I forgot where I was at. Radiator fan, 36 credits. Wow. And another 42, so that's 78 credits just to clean up the radiator fan. We got the water pump. That's 6 credits, I think it was. Timing cover at 10 credits. Nailed it. Ignition distributor cap. The ignition distributor cap is at 3 credits. And another 2 would be 5. The rotor, 3 credits. Engine head cover, 12. Engine head, this is a big piece. We really want this one. This one's going to cost us 83 credits to get this fixed up. Cleaned up, fixed up, and ready to run. Another 85 credits, so that's 168, right? 168 credits. And another 55. Oh, 168 and 55. 200 and something. Another 24. I lost it back there, so I can't remember that. 5 credits. 4 credits. 5. 6. All right, 6. Another 2. Got it. 4 credits. Another 6 credits. Fixed to 100%. Love it. 4 credits. We got that one too. 100 credits on that one. 100%. 4 credits for this. Another 5. That's 9 credits. Another 4. That's 13 credits. And the clutch plate. 11 credits for that. Important part. And then, of course, the engine block. So this is another important part. 167 credits. It's down to 37% repair. Oh, we got it. All right. I'll take it. I'll take that, and let's start the build. I think it's upside down. Turn it this way. Now, we want to put the block on. Fixed to 100%. Look at that, shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny. I love it. Looks good. I don't think we got the arms fixed up, did we? No, 59%. Okay. X. And... Alright. We had another one down here, yeah. And that one's only 14%. So we're going to throw that on there as well. What else we got? I think that is repaired to 100%. So I know the ignition coil was, so that can go back on. The water pump is driven by crank though. So I don't know if I want to put those in until I get the crank in and the camshaft, the crankshaft, right? So what else? We need an oil filter and let's do that first. Okay, so roll over Beethoven, and let's close that out. Let's get the crank in. Ooh, it is still ugly with ugliness, not to mention the fact that we're going to need crankshaft, bearing caps. We do have, okay, we did fix those, 4 to 100%. So let's do a quick shopping trip and just pick up what we've got on the list. We need to go back to, does this work if I go here and go, no. All right, let's go here though. And if we do this, that's R&B, I didn't want to do that. Okay, slow your roll, Chief. Go ahead and buy it. 5 credits, it's going to cost us 4. Blow it up. Blow it up. Another 5, that'll get us 4. Oil filter, 18 credits, we got it for 15. Blow it up. Crankshaft. Now, did I do that? Oh, Pete. Did I do that there, though? I'm not positive. I didn't. I thought I did the right thing. I thought I did the right thing. Oh, man. What did I do? Here. 120 credits. We'll get it for 102 credits. Blow it up. And we'll drop that in. The heart. We'll lock it down with some bearing caps before flip this puppy back over. This way it doesn't just drop out on the floor. That would not be a good time. 5. Okay, there's 5 of them. I thought there were 4. I miscalculated. This one here. Last but not least. Okay. Now that that's in there, I guess I feel a little bit better about putting some stuff back on there. And we're going to turn this arm on. Go. And we got huge. Fuel pump. That was fixed. We've got water pump. That was fixed as well. Right. Water pump pulley we did not fix, no. Alternator we did not fix. And the power steering pump. We did fix that. Very good. I'm happy with that. Okay. Ignition distributor. Ooh. Need a new. Oh no. That didn't need. The rotor got fixed and the cap, I believe, right? Okay. So let's do some shopping. We're gonna remove this because we don't need the 15 credits. We'll get it for 12. Oh, I'm not. I'm supposed to be looking again. Right. I'm supposed to be looking, and I'm not looking again. All right, so where we're at high pro. We don't want to be in high pro. We want to be 1 is empty, 2 is empty, 3 is scrap, 4 is empty, 5 is good parts. And I am looking for, there's a carburetor, I6B. Oh, this is, Pete. This is my, it's not me. This is me. I should have 2 carburetors, I6Bs in here now. I do. So that goes back. I gotta be careful. Because the good parts, they do, that's, yeah, I have one of those already. I don't need another one. What do I need? None of that stuff. I must have worked on an i6B. Although I think I got those fixed, right? I didn't have to buy those. Camshaft for an i6B. Did we? I'm gonna put it in there just because I'm not 100% sure. I4. All right. Anything else? Anything else? Ignition distributor rotor. I think we found. I'll throw that in there. But I think I've already. And if you look, see the stars here? That means you can, using scrap, you can plus the part a little bit. I noticed that with the rotor. But see, any of these parts that have these 3 stars, like I said, when you improve it with the scrap, the stars will light up. So we're going to get into that. We're going to find out more about that as we go. Water pump. No, I need an alternator, not a water pump. Not to mention I don't think that's the right water pump. It's for an i4. Piston rings. I can always use piston rings, I think. Okay. B12. Piston rings, rotor, and a camshaft. Like I said, I don't think I got the camshaft fixed. Yeah, we did fix the rotor. What am I looking for? The rotor. No, wasn't the rotor. What was the other thing? The camshaft. I'm looking for a camshaft. Yeah, it did not get fixed. It's right there. Okay, very cool. So we did. See, we saved ourselves a part. As a matter of fact, we can. Let's see, where are we at? Let's go here. We need an alternator. Oh, that's right. It's because those are both electric. So we're gonna back out. Go to the electric store and check it out. Okay. Alternator. Resale set 200. We got it for 170. Nope. And the ignition distributor A. 69. We'll get it for 58. Okay. There she is. Let's see now. Let's get into business. Like I said, that's okay. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to check our inventory and see what we could possibly let's check it out real quick. All right, so I have this rotor. We know the rotor can be increased with scrap. So if we go over here to scrapyard, right? I think I have to be holding the part, right? Almost assuredly. So here's all the parts that I can improve with scrap. Those are all. All right, so that's scrapping parts. Is there this way? This is what you need to do. You need to go to this section, and I'm just going to try one of the rotors. We're going to plus the rotor, right? Here it is. Okay. So the value is 10 credits. I need 2,600. I don't understand this number. 2,600 over 10? So that mean does this mean I have 2,600 and it's going to cost me 10? I am afraid to pull the trigger because if it costs me 2,600, that's all I got. I have a hard time believing that's what it is, right? Value 10 credits, 65. So this cost me 12? I'm not sure. All right, let's try it, right? Let's bite the bullet. So here it is. Current quality is no stars. The value is 10 credits. Performance upgrade is 0%. Obviously, if we, I don't know if we get a, yeah, I don't know if we, what you have to do to get a performance upgrade. Upgraded, it's going to be 1 star, value 11 credits. So let's try this. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm hoping it's not going to cost me all 2,600. I think it's just going to need the 10, but the only way to find out, right? Yeah, okay, it only cost us 10. There you go. And we upgraded it, and now it's got the 1 star. Okay. All right, folks, we're living and we're learning, and that's what you hope to do, right? You hope to live and learn, and we did. So that's how you would use the scrap. Both Roger Maxdad and Snakebite have told me it's the upgrade you get isn't really, you know, it's there, so I guess on some level it's worthwhile to do. But by the same token, that's not the one. You know, but by the same token, it's not that big a deal, really. So, but it is in the game, so you might as well go ahead and take advantage of it. Like I said, I have a feeling that it becomes a little bit more of an issue with the drag racing. And again, even then, I don't think it's probably that big a deal. 9 credits for a clip. We'll get it for 7. But that's what I'm trying to do. You know, I've been so myopic in taking care of the, you know, the repairs that, even though I've been playing this game for quite a long time, there's still a lot about this game I don't understand. I don't know. Yeah, it's like I'm just kind of going along, doing what you do, right? I think we need 6 pistons with conrods because I did not see any. Yeah, there's a 50, but and we have 1 piston ring, so 5. All right, so we're gonna grab pistons with conrods. Ooh, my hand just fell asleep. I got one of those wrist guards on my mouse pad, and I think more times than not what it winds up doing is it just winds up cutting off the blood flow to my hand. Aww. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my hand just goes numb, and you're like, whoa. I also need an oil pan. Pan for an I6B. $127. We'll pick it up. We know we're going to need it, and we don't have one, so why am I not finding it? Piston with conrod. They're $80 a piece. We're gonna need 6 of them. $408. Piston rings, we're gonna need 5. $85. All right, so here we go. Drop these puppies in. I'm not sure how much cash we're gonna make. I'm hoping we're gonna turn a profit. I mean, is it possible to not turn a profit? I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't know how well defined the game is on you know, money saving and all that other stuff. If we go and look, I think if we right click on the car, it will give us there's a breakdown. I'm just not sure whether that breakdown is how correct it is. Exhaust manifold. Like, I believe we did fix this on the bench, so that's kind of saved us some cash there. Intake manifold. Again, oh, no. But we saw I have an intake manifold right in here. Oh, I'm getting it. Did you hear me there for a minute there? I was talking faster than I was thinking. I need an intake manifold for an i6B. That's how you want to do it, my friends. That is how you want to do it. Go find the part in your inventory. Oop, too close. All right, I know we've got the carburetor. We had 2. And yeah, I'm not using my scrap just yet. That's another reason why I keep getting the scrap, is just the thing about video games is, did I ever buy this? I did. Everything that's in the game is there. I mean, somebody had to put that in the game. They took time and you know what I mean? And they had to program, and they had to model, and they had to, so nothing is in the game by accident. And so if it's in there, it means something. And like we're talking about with the can't see my cursor. Why can I not see? Okay. With the scrapping situation, I mean, it does something, right? It's got to do something. Oh, valve push rod for the i6B. We're going to pick up 12 of these. There is an intake and an exhaust valve on each one of those 6. Blow-off valve on each one of those cylinders. So that's why I kind of feel like you should still do it, because somehow it's going to come into place somewhere, right? Somebody did not spend all their time and energy putting all of that stuff on there just for it to not mean anything. So I will continue to use scrap and build up my scrap and try to increase parts. Especially once we get to the drag race. Once we get to the drag race, did I just say drag race? Drag race. Once we get there, I'm gonna try and max out everything, right? Get all your parts up to 3 stars. Get everything high pro, and we're gonna need rocker arms, I believe, too. Yeah. And we'll do that. Rocker arms. Another 12 of these. 144 credits. Get out of town. So not only am I, am I trying to save money by using parts I have, I'm also, trying to build up my scrap by scrapping a lot of these parts. So. And that's why I think it's, that's another part I don't get. I was talking about that earlier. When you go to the junkyard and you buy parts and the parts aren't 100%, it's kind of like betting, right? Because you're betting you can bring it back to the shop and fix it on the bench. But if you can't, you've just spent money on scrap, basically. Because do they come back around? Is there a point where they will eventually fix? If they don't fix this time, maybe they'll fix next time, kind of thing. I don't think that's the way it works, does it? That's at 100%. Okay. So we're doing a pretty good job on this i6B. We're moving right along here. What else are we going to need? We're going to need spark plugs. We're going to need ignition wires. Do need a water pump pulley. Let's put that on the list. I think we need a Cam gear as well. What about the timing belt? Is that... We'll need a couple... Take manifold. These are all trash. That's fine. The radiator we're not ready for yet. Timing cover. Let's add that to the shopping list. Those are taken care of. I think I've already put the cam gear on, so we don't need that. The timing cover's okay. Crankshaft pulley, water pump pulley. Spark plugs, we've done those. We're gonna need one of those. We've done those. We did that. Clutch release bearing, flywheel, and clutch pressure plate. Water pump pulley's fine. Did I buy that, or was that, did I fix that? I think I must have bought that, right? Alright, so another trip to the store. Let's go. X. Cam gear i6B. 100. We get it for 85. Water pump pulley, 15. We'll get it for 12. Timing chain, 30. Get it for 25. Crankshaft pulley, 250 credits. Holy smokes. 212 credits. We need 6 spark plugs. There's no sparky plugs there. Peter, you know that. You know that. Alright, we're gonna X that search because we don't want to do that. We do need a rod cap. That's 40 credits. We'll get it for 34. And now it gets... You got to be careful because if you hit that X, it's going to delete that. So we don't want to do that. Clutch release bearings, 35 credits. We'll get it for 29. And then we got to go to there. Flywheel. 500 credits for the flywheel. We're going to get it for 425. Clutch pressure plates at 88. Pick that up for 74. Now we got to go to the electronics shop. And we'll pick up the 6 spark plugs, 6 credits each. We'll get them for 5 each. 6. We need 6 of them. 30 credits. Okay, back to work, folks. Get back to the work. Spark plug. Spark plug. Spark plug. Yeah, we still got to put the rod caps on. Normally I would have done. I should have done that as soon as I put the rod caps on. I mean the pistons with con rods, and I should have put the caps on. Normally I would have, but I'm a little absent-minded today. You'll have to forgive me. All right. Okay. Crankshaft pulley. We just picked one up. We're gonna have to get new belts. I'm not worried about that. We are gonna need new ignition wires. Oop. X. Okay. Did this get fixed at all? No, it did not. Okay, so you're gonna go on the list too. All right, so let's grab up over here and stuff back on. Pressure plate. Yeah. Oop. And the release bearing. There you go. Okay, now let's flip this thing and do what we should have done a while ago. All right, rod caps. That's a hundo right there. Get over here. Rod cap. All right. Very cool. So in about an hour, we've almost completely rebuilt this whole engine. I think we still got a couple things left in the engine compartment that we're going to need to do. Power steering pump, I believe, needs to get replaced. We're going to need a coolant reservoir. I think we still need a radiator, but we'll drop the engine in and we'll survey where what's left. So episode 2 of the I forget what the name of the vehicle is. I call it an El Camino light, but it's not. There's that, and only 4 bolts on the oil pan, which I find kind of distressing, but that's me, you know. I'm kind of a worrywart that way. All right. We need to go to the zoo. No, I'm just kidding. Not here, but here and here. Serpentine belt A, 30 credits. We'll pick it up for 25. Ignition wires. They are in the electronics shop. I should have known that. Air filter base, 20 credits. We'll get it for 17. Okay. How's it, brother? Wait, air filter base. Did I got rid of the wrong thing, didn't I? Check it? Yeah, you did. You got rid of the wrong thing. But that's okay, because you shouldn't need it. It's just ignition wires, bro. Ignition wires. I6B should say right on it. Should say right on it. Ignition wires I6B. I4, I6B right there. 50 credits, we'll get it for 42. I hear that. Bing bong bong bing. Normally I put you on silent. I must have been in a hurry today. Okay, put that on the list. We're gonna need one of those. We did get a new base. We need a new air filter I6B. I thought for sure that that flat one we had in there was going to be work out for us, but no, you need a special I6B air filter. Round 12A I6B right there. 10 credits. We'll get it for 8. And we're going to need a cover too. It didn't have a cover, so we'll need that as well. Nope. There she is, almost intact. We'll do serpentine belt B, 30 credits, we'll get it for 25. And then air cover I6B, 50 credits, we'll get it for 42. Okay. And you can get put on. Go down this way. And I think, oh, we gotta put the fan back on. I almost forgot that. That thing cost an arm and a leg to fix. I think our I6B has been rebuilt, folks. It looks good. I don't think we're missing anything. Oh, fuel filter. Yeah, fuel filter. Let's make a quick jog here. Fuel. Filter. 30 credits. Boy, prices are getting expensive, yo. There's the fuel filter. Okay, I think with that, folks, the rebuild of the I6B engine is complete. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is we want to go and grab, I think we got to remove this. I always forget what you have to do. You have to remove the engine, right? Create a new engine, install engine. We want to take off engine from stand. We are now walking around with this engine in our hands. We can't just dump it in here though, right? We have to, I had problems with this last time. So we're going to take this, move it to 2. Now we're going to grab this and we're going to use the crane to install the I6 overhead valve. Everything's at hundos. We like that. And put that in there. Hey, it worked. Holy cow, Pete does learn. Can you believe it? He does learn. Look at there. Look at there, look at there, look at there. Okay. All right, there's stuff we have to put in here, like a radiator. I have to put a radiator in here. But I cannot see anything. Why can I not see anything? Okay, here's the, this is what I was talking about. You go to CR. Parts value 17,896. Does that mean that's what I've spent? Body value 6,647. Performance parts value none. Condition bonus. The buying price was 15,837 credits. So that's what I spent to purchase it. Our profit is 11,910 credits. We can sell it for 27,747. What is happening? It's like I am hooked up on it somehow, and it will not let me disengage. There we go. All right, so now I want to go here. This is what we need. We need a brake servo, which we don't have. Power steering reservoir, windshield wiper reservoir, radiator, battery. How can you forget the battery, Pete? I think though, brake servo, and we'll have to finish the exhaust and the, I think that's it though. Yeah. Yep, just about an hour. Oh, excuse me for a moment. Yeah, so I think that's probably going to be where we leave it though, is we will 270 for a brake servo, we'll get it for 220. Power steering reservoir is 100 credits, we'll get it for 85. Windshield washer reservoir, 100 credits, we'll get it for 85. I don't think I saw one of those there. Radiator C, 150 credits, we'll get it for 127. And then a battery, oh, we got to get that from the electronics store. 170 credits, we'll get it for 144. Okay, now we should be able to finish off the inside of the engine compartment. Like I said, next time when you come back, we're going to drop the gearbox in, we will put the drive shaft in, and we will finish our connections to the exhaust system and the, I think that's it, right? Just the exhaust system. All right, windshield washer reservoir, that's in there. Power steering reservoir. Radiator. Okay. All right, let's go over here. Fill her up. We'll fill her up with oil too, and then we'll call it a an episode. There's that. Fill up the fluids. Yeah, I think we're getting close to being done. We'll see what, we'll test the market and see what we can get. All right, we got to fill the radiator. So far, so good. I didn't think this would take as long as it did. didn't think it would take. I don't know why, but you always think it's, you know, the engine's just one piece. So all right, so there's all fluids. There you go. Double check our dipstick. We are filled. Very cool. All right, folks. I think another good day in the shop. We got her going. Like I say, I think at this point next time. Actually, do we just finish it out? Let's just finish it out. And then next time, what we'll do is we'll get into the testing and testing of things. We need to put the gearbox back in. We have it, and it's fixed to 100%. We know that, so we can go ahead and do that. Let's start here, there. Okay, now the drive shaft. That also got fixed to 100%, so we're okay with that. Okay. And then I think we just have some exhaust connections to make, and then I think she's sound as a pound, as they used to say. I don't know who they are, but they used to say it, I'm pretty sure. I don't think we have that. No, we don't. We got to go back to the regular shop for exhaust parts. I6B front section 80 credits. We'll get it for 68. And this will constitute the last mechanical part. And the next thing we got to look at is... starter. Almost forgot. Let's check. I don't think we do have a starter, but let's check anyway. And then I think we may even be able to start her up and listen to her purr. What do you got? Starter V8. I need starter, not V8. Oh, we could have used a clutch plate, Pete. I'm not going to be 100% all the time. I'm happy with the fact that I was able to actually grab a couple parts and actually use them. Do we have any other warehouses? iPro? Carburetor, round air filter, 1 carb. Could I put that on there? It's not. It's not a, you know, I'm not going to put it on there. Just for that one piece to be, you know, that doesn't make any sense. All right, so let's grab a starter, and then I think mechanically we're done with her. Next time we come through, we will, starter, of course, is in the electronics. $80 credits, we'll get it for 68. All right. Yeah, so next time we come through, we'll do a little bit more aesthetic. We're going to be concentrating more on aesthetic stuff. We'll run it through some testing and make sure she's good to go. And then we're going to take her out to the, to see if we could sell her. And we'll see what we can get for her. And let's take her out on to... There she is, folks. Sounds good. So there you go. So come on back next time, and we're gonna go ahead and, like I say, we'll take her. I don't know if we're gonna take her to the dyno, but we'll take her and get her wheels aligned. We're gonna take her into the paint shop, and we'll take a look at some of the liveries and maybe talk about some different paint schemes. So come on back next time. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, drop me a like. I'd really appreciate it. And like I say, come back and see the end of this one, and maybe the beginning of the next car. what is this one again? This one is called the Bolt Atlanta, and right now she's rocking hundos all the way across the board. Except, ooh, we got some body work maybe. Oh yeah, a little bit of body work right there, 67. Maybe we'll take care of the trunk, the front bumper, and the left taillight. Rest of it I think is okay. All right, so come on back. The Bolt Atlanta is getting close to being done, and we'll get her out and we'll see what we can get for her. So until I see you again, be safe, be well, be good, and I'll be back here next time, and we'll talk soon. All right, bye-bye.